Hi, this is Amos Gaines from Moog Music, and we're here with Guitar Center at Moogfest 2017 in Durham, North Carolina, where we're introducing Moog's latest instrument, the Subsequent 37 CV. The Subsequent 37 CV is a follow-on to Moog's extremely successful Sub 37 synthesizer, and we took the opportunity with this edition to hot rod the sound engine and add a number of additional and compelling features that users have asked us for. On the right side panel, there's a full complement of 4 fully assignable CV outputs and 2 gate outputs, all of which can be configured to choose from a dozen or so different modulation sources using the powerful modulation engine internal to the instrument. And all of those assignments can be saved per preset. The key changes to the harmonics of the Subsequent 37 CV are all based around the tweaks that have been made to the mixer and the filter section. Gain staging is one of the most important aspects of the quality of analog tone. And so what we've done is to dial in the gain staging of the mixer where the oscillators are blended together. The extra headroom allows for more powerful clean tones and allows for duophonic modes to have more distinct and crisp separation of the separate oscillator tones. Meanwhile, the output from the mixer section is routed to the filter, where we've adjusted the gain to allow for a more rich saturation and a natural analog compression that happens when the sound hits the filter harder. And so these things combine together to provide a full range of clean, powerful tones, all the way up to tubby tube-like saturation and hard clipping overdrive, everywhere in between. And it's just the subtle balance of the gain of all of these signals as they blend together and as they hit that analog ladder filter that really brings out the most expressive and rich tones that this synthesizer is capable of producing. In addition to the sound shaping capabilities that are provided by the mixer and the filter section of the Subsequent 37 CV, we've also taken another look at the multi-drive section and have managed to get even more tonal palette and a broader range of sounds out of this key circuit. This is a FET transistor overdrive that is intimately connected with the filter, and we've increased its range and allowed it to provide even more grit and snarl and almost fold-back distortion sounds when you push it to its extremes. And it adds just a whole new layer of sonic capability to an already very broad-ranging instrument. The assignable nature of the CV outputs provides a huge range of abilities for interconnecting the Subsequent 37 CV with your other voltage-controlled equipment. You have 2 assignable gate outputs which can provide clocks and triggers from the LFOs, all of which can be synchronized both to the internal sequencer of the instrument or to your computer audio workstation. So you can have synchronized modulation effects both internal to the Subsequent 37 CV and locked in with your external gear that are synced to those assignable gate outputs. In the control voltage outputs, you have a number of options. There are about 12 or 13 possible sources, which include both of the two independent LFOs, the envelope sections, pitch control voltage, and duophonic pitch CV. So when you're playing the subsequent 37 CV in duo mode, you can have an independent pitch CV tracking each of the oscillators. And so in turn, you can use those two pitch CVs to control external tone generators or oscillators elsewhere in your studio. You can also get control voltage outputs from the pitch wheel and the mod wheel, as well as velocity and aftertouch, allowing the subsequent 37 CV to be a fully featured voltage-controlled command center for your other oscillators and voltage-controlled synthesizers. The keybed of the subsequent 37 has also been improved and now features a much more nimble and playable action with excellent velocity sensitivity. The subsequent 37 CV also features a newly redesigned headphone amplifier that is extremely loud and clean and allows you to cue up your sounds in the most challenging live concert environments. We've also redesigned the visual appearance and the chassis of the subsequent 37 CV, which now features aluminum end caps with custom North American hardwood inlays and a matching aluminum and steel enclosure. Subsequent 37 CV production is limited to 2,000 units worldwide. At Moogfest 2017, Moog have set up a full production line right here at the festival, and we're building the first 125 subsequent 37 CVs here in Durham, North Carolina. And these instruments will be available exclusively from Guitar Center. These 125 Guitar Center exclusive units also feature presets designed by Moogfest artists, including 808 State, Simeon Mobile Disco, and Zola Jesus. To find out more about the subsequent 37 CV, visit your local Guitar Center or stop by guitarcenter.com.